It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so recently I had a chance to sit down and really talk to WBA number 15 ranked welterweight contender and a veteran of the sport, a guy who's fought everybody. Tre'Sean Wiggins, really skilled southpaw, been around the block, so to speak. And I had a chance to really get to know Tre'Sean Wiggins and know about his career. Because when we look at his record, 15-5-3, doesn't look good on paper, but it does have quite a story. And I don't think it tells quite the full story on the surface of the kind of fighter he is. And, at 33, look, I'd like to see Tre'Sean Wiggins get some opportunities. So, I had a chance to talk to him. It was one of my favorite interviews I've done this year, and it was a very fruitful conversation. And I learned a lot about him and his career, and it gave me a greater appreciation for who the man is. So, he's got a fight coming up December 2nd here in South Florida on the Don King card. And, here's our conversation. Enjoy. All right, Brandon Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the number 15 ranked WBA welterweight contender, the man himself, Trigger Tre'Sean Wiggins. What's good, man?
Yo, what's the deal, man? How you doing?
I can't complain. It's good to talk to you, man, because I know we go back and forth on the Instagram all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but the first time I seen you, you had your fight going on, so you were all the way in fight mode. I didn't get a chance to really talk to you maybe the way I wanted to. I wanted to kind of ask, man, what was your amateur background in boxing?
Actually, I was 79-10. Actually, son. I was a decent amateur, but I was still, young and immature. So I was winning against a lot of the lesser competition, but losing when I was time to go, when I needed to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you're, I saw you're from Newburgh, New York. Is that considered upstate New York, or is that just outside?
Yeah, upstate New York. It's 30-40 minutes away from Yonkers if you really think about it, but it's still upstate New York. You know what I mean, around the Beacon area.
Okay. Yeah, I found this article cause it was old from 2010 probably. You all young and whatnot in the picture, but apparently you were, I guess in the article it said you got off the wrong bus stop. You got off the wrong bus stop and some kids were chasing you. Hello?
Me and my brother was talking, talking the wrong bus. So they happened to make us get off. So we ended up getting chased by the people we were talking junk out the window to. They chased us all to the boxing gym. We jumped over the fence and ran in there. I didn't even know it was a boxing gym. We just ran in there. And then the dude held it down for us, you know what I'm saying? He was Ray. He used to be my coach.
Yeah, Ray Rivera.
He was loud. He stopped the commotion, whatever, made us come out. And long story short, man, I've been there ever since.
Yeah, so you boxing in that moment kind of chose you.
Right, seriously. And then, I brought I started bringing my friends there after football practice. We used to come to the rec to go there. And I had 5-10 friends going there after a while, but I was the only one that stayed, man. Everybody else kind of quit.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. You got to have a different type of a drive to keep doing this sport year after year.
Yes, you definitely do, man. Definitely do.
Yeah. I seen in the article too, it says you changed your name from Tre'Sean Johnson to Tre'Sean Wiggins. Why did you change your name?
Honestly, I to my father all the specifics of why my dad wanted me to change it. I ended up doing it. But that's why a lot of my peers that from back in the day don't remember that it was me. You know what I'm saying? So now they see me up on and I'm fighting for Don King. So they be like, "Yo, what the hell?" And Wiggins, they didn't even know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're cutting in and out. So I don't know if it's your internet, but I can still hear you. But just letting you know. Right. Yeah. So I know when I've talked to you before, you're one of these guys that you got an interesting record. You got 15 wins, you got 5 losses, 3 draws, and whatnot. So a lot of people may look at your record and they may overlook you at times, and maybe even the boxing industry may overlook you at times. But you said something interesting when I was talking to you one time. You said, and I quote, and this is about Errol Spence when he fought Terrence Crawford. You said, "I would have put up a better fight than that. I got more in my arsenal than Spence, believe it or not." Right. What makes you say that?
I say that because, you know what I'm saying, no, not to take away anything from Spence, because Spence is a tough fighter, man. He's definitely one of the best, and he still will be, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you can't go into a fight with a guy like Crawford and not have a plan B, plan C. And you even have, you know what I'm saying, you have to have these backup plans. That seek and destroy only works with a guy that's like, you know what I'm saying, the people that's weak willed, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody just naturally allow you to batter them. He's so used to beating everybody, like beating them mentally and then physically,
Yeah.
that with that one way style, seek and destroy. What happens if that don't work? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to box, move, punch. I can do a little bit of everything, I have yet to show it, being it, you know what I'm saying, given the opponents that I've been put in with. But you know what I'm saying, little by little, everybody gonna see I got it all, man.
Okay. I know that like you're on this Don King card. You're fighting a guy named Christopher Rodriguez. I looked at his Boxrec. He's mainly fought guys in Colombia and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you're on paper at least you should beat a guy like that, right?
Right, absolutely.
But you're on the undercard of Adrien Broner, and
Right.
I know that's a guy that you've expressed to me personally you want to fight. You said that you've been holding it down. You're next up. You want to fight AB. Is that a fight that would interest you, Adrien Broner?
Yeah, and obviously, but you know what I'm saying, on the business side, obviously, it's not that they don't think that I can beat them. Can't beat them. They just don't find it like it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense for me neither anymore. I'm over it, man. If Broner, he don't want to fight me. He'll go everywhere but me. Honestly, if you ask me, so I'm over it.
Has there been any discussions about that fight? Because I know you guys under the same banner.
Not as of right now. No, I'm looking for a world title eliminator.
Okay.
Next fight up. So, you know what I'm saying, early actually, early next year. So I just want to get through this fight, you know what I'm saying, and look spectacular, and that's it. They haven't been talking about Adrien Broner because he got his own issues, man.
Yeah. We need to get on. We don't got to get into all that, but
Right.
it is what it is. Yeah, I just figured it was the right question to ask. Y'all in the same promotional company, y'all on the same card, so
To the
make a lot
outside
of
looking in,
sense.
you think it would make sense, right? But,
Yeah, because Adrien Broner needs he needs to get whatever they're trying to do with him on track, and on paper, right? Some people will look at your record and say, well, he's 15-5. That's a guy that Adrien should fight.
Well, if you look at the guy that they actually put him in, is like way worse than that. So it's like, come on.
Yeah, Chris Howard.
Very, like, I don't even know. I never even knew he existed, bro. Until you put it over.
I'm a boxing nerd. I'm always on Boxrec and trying to learn about the sport, and I never heard of no Chris Howard from nowhere. So,
and the thing is, I was supposed to fight Hutch. That fight didn't make no sense for me initially.
yeah, Bill Hutchinson, the lawyer.
It didn't make no sense for me. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it because it's gonna be on a Broner card. I want to stop him because Broner couldn't do it. If I show that I can stop him, they'll see that I'm really the fighter that I say that I am. But then Hutch caught cold feet, man. So
he went back to go to litigation to being a lawyer.
I don't know what he did, man. he started making demands like tell Wiggins if you want to fight me, you gotta wait through January. I don't need you. You need me, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You didn't beat Broner. You forgot. You lost.
You lost. You lost. Exactly. I know that I saw you when I posted the video of you and Nigel Fennell when you fought. One guy commented and it was like, neither one of these guys would beat Stanionis. And then you responded to him and you said, I'll stop Stanionis. Believe that. I know Stanionis is tied up right now. He's got the Thurman fight, but whether he wins that fight or loses that fight, is that a fight that interests you, Stanionis?
Absolutely. I don't want to wait no more. It's very much so serious, man. I'm trying to tell them that I want to get right. My time is now, man. I'm fighting. I'm doing my best boxing that I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? Among my career, people look at my record, but they don't realize that I was young before I was taking mismanaged. I was taking like fights that I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? On short notice and losing close decisions and stuff like that with like 2-week notice. I've been going into those fights like 1.5 weeks getting ready, you know what I'm saying? And that was on my behalf. No making no excuses, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it on the chin. But now I got better management. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a fully team focus. I don't see nobody beating me right now, man. Nobody beating me.
Who's your management at the moment? Like, who are you managing?
Right now, I got Harry Stanionis. I mean, he's not a major management in the business, but you know what I'm saying, they're good to me. You know what I mean? They make sure I got everything I need, and I got a good lawyer. I got advisors. I got all the stuff that I should have
Though
had before.
having that is almost as important as having a jab or being able to feint.
Exactly, bro. And I didn't know that back then. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
don't teach you that part. You know what I mean? But now I do know, and it's very much so vital to the sport of boxing.
Absolutely. You brought up the business of boxing. You brought up being mismanaged. What would you say was the most shocking thing about your career when you were being mismanaged in those early years?
Me not being smart, not realizing that I was first to say, oh, I want to fight this undefeated guy. I want like Jason Sosa. I wanted to jump in that fight. They didn't want me. I mean, I wanted they didn't tell me, yo, that's not the smart way to go. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait. Let's build up. I was just like, yo, I want to fight these undefeated guys. I want to show these guys I'm tough. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Business wise, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, in hindsight, you don't realize that. Build yourself up. Take these fights later on when the money's right. You know, I was just jumping out the window. I wanted to fight everybody.
Yeah, you probably still like thought that professional boxing was kind of like the amateurs, where it's just about the competition, and you didn't realize that, hey, fighters have what they call a market value, and if you lose too early, that will hurt your market value, and it's harder to move properly.
I didn't know anything, bro. I just knew that I could fight. I was tough. I didn't know nothing about the nutrition side of boxing. All I knew was boxing, like the fight part, man.
Yeah.
And anybody going into the fight game and at this level, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? But now I know I'm studying the game like you. I'm a student now.
Mm.
I'm making sure I'm learning as I go. And I go to training camps. Everything I do, I soak it up like a sponge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I guess I had the same kind of experience as you. Maybe not with fighting, but with when you start covering the sport and you get around it, you're like, well, this guy's fight that guy, or this guy's ducking that guy, and then you're like, well, no, it's not like that. Sometimes every fighter's path is different. Some guys are with the right people, some guys with the wrong people.
Exactly.
Promoters have their favorites, and I had to understand all that.
Exactly. Everybody on the outside don't, you got to be around it, and like you said, you got to be around it and learn it to actually see what's going on, to even get an understanding of it. But once you understand it, it's been smooth sailing. I don't really see nobody beating me right now. I don't care who they put me in there with. I don't see nobody beating me right now. You know what I mean? I granted, I know that Don ain't gonna just go out there and just throw me in there with anybody, but anybody they put me in there right now, I don't see them beating me, man. My IQ is high, man. I'm boxing smart. Now my last fight was like I don't know. I just think Nigel wanted to more or less finish the fight. He didn't
survive.
Yeah. So, but I also learned a valuable thing. Like when I don't know, you was right there front row. I mean, I don't know if you remember. Like every time I got ready to come in on him to attack, his coach would be like, "All right, yeah, we got him where we want him right now." So he played. Usually, I know I'm the smartest one in the ring, but now I realized I know now from that fight I have to be the smartest one in the arena because I stopped on the attack thinking it was part of his plan when in reality he just stopped me from coming in because he didn't have.
So it made the fight a little ugly.
Right, because I stopped thinking that like I'm not gonna come. When I was getting ready to go on attack, I stopped thinking that it was planning something because his coach was like, "All right, now we got him right here. Like here he's coming now, he's coming." But in all reality, he didn't really have nothing planned. He was just stopping me from coming, and it worked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, and he kind of stunk the place out. It was what it was. You mentioned that you've been doing some of your best boxing. So from the last time I seen you from the Nigel Finau fight to now, what kind of sparring have you been getting in the gym? Like anybody you've been sparring with?
I mean, we got sparring with the Perez today. Later on today, what I'm saying? We got not no major names. We got a couple up and coming prospects that we've been sparring with. You know what I mean? Like Ernie's nephew. I forgot the other kid's name off my head. He fight actually this week on Pizarro Promotions.
Okay.
And so a couple guys, you know what I mean? We working, but I mean me as a whole, and I've been working the whole time. I've been out for 10 months, but I've been working nonstop. I haven't stopped working. I've been staying training in the gym, so I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put a couple of things on the screen for you, Tre'Sean. I wanted to go through the WBA rankings, and I wanted to just kind of ask you about the fighters that are ranked in and around you, right? So we're go on screen share, right? Because a lot of people, they kind of overlook Tre'Sean Wiggins, and then I want your name to be more in the mix. So these are the WBA rankings right now. You're there at 15. You can see it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you got I know you have Alexis Rocha who just lost, and
I wanted that one. I wanted that fight too, right there, that Alexis Rocha.
Yeah, how do you feel about that one?
I could definitely be Alexis, man. For sure.
Okay.
But now he lost, so then they'll think I'm just trying to bully somebody that just already took an L. So
yeah, but again, your record might actually work in your favor because maybe they might take the fight.
They hop on it immediately. Yeah, they hop on it immediately.
So that can work out. I know you got Giovanni Santiago who beat Rocha. I don't know. I mean, he's ranked highly in the WBL, so I'm not sure he's even going to go this route. But that could be a good fight. I was telling you on Instagram, I would like this fight for you right here, number 11, Derek Cuevas. You know anything about Derek Cuevas?
No, I don't really. School me.
Puerto Rican power puncher. He used to fight down here in South Florida on a couple like local cards. He wasn't that good. He was trained by John David Jackson. He fought against Argentinian fighter that he was supposed to beat in 20 or 2019. He lost, and then ever since then, I guess he's gotten better. He's been knocking people out, but he looks kind of like the same fighter to me.
Right.
Honestly, I think it's a good fight.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna check him out. And
check him out, and then you can tell me about him. What you think?
Him, yes. I'm glad you went to him.
Who?
I want to fight that. I'm talking
Jamal James.
Yeah, I like that fight for me. I don't know why, because usually people don't like to fight the taller fighters, but I got a way with trying to fight with the tall fighters, man. I like that fight for real, honestly.
Well, Jamal James, I know he beat a guy who fought you in Palmetta. So I mean, they'll have a common opponent, so it makes a lot of sense.
Right. I mean, actually, I was hoping Palmetta won, so that it would make sense to go for a rematch. You know what I mean? Because in that Palmetta fight, I was dealing with a lot, but like I said, no excuses, and I was wanting him to win that, but now that he lost, it really don't make no sense to go backwards.
Absolutely. You know anything about Jin Sasaki from Japan?
No, I don't.
Big puncher. It'd be a good fight. Yeah, he's a good punch, but defense a little leaky. Young guy can punch, but we see. I
want that Gabriel, either Cody Crowley or Gabriel Matias.
Maestre.
Maestre. I could beat him, man. I could definitely beat him. I think I can stop him for sure.
That'd be a good fight. He fought. I know he fought Mikhail Fox, and a lot of people thought Fox beat him.
So, he definitely beat him.
So probably Maestre and Jamal James probably like the most realistic names here. You think?
Or the Cody Crowley.
Yeah, I mean he was supposed to fight Boots. Cody Crowley was supposed to fight Boots, and then I guess something happened with that, so he's free.
I think stuff is gonna always happen when it comes to trying to fight Boots, man. Being that he's in the IBF, I mean I don't know what route I would have to take to even get it, but I wouldn't back down for nothing like that, man.
From Boots,
people don't understand, like that's part of the game, man. You got to fight the top fight. I mean, Boots was actually worked the corner where in Philadelphia when I fought one of his friends, Pizarro.
Brandon Pizzaro, yep.
Yeah, he was working his corner or whatever, and he even told me myself that I beat him in that fight. You know what I mean? I think I would like to fight with Boots since nobody else gonna fight him. Everybody gonna run around from him. I won't. I'll fight.
Well, like stylistically, how do you see that fight? Like, what do you see in Boots that you feel?
Why I say that?
Yeah,
because I only say that because mind you, he's a exceptional fighter. He got defense. He's an explosive puncher. But what it is, I feel like every time he fights somebody that got major power, they all they have is that go forward or backward. They can do that go forward style. And the guys that can actually box, they ain't got no power. Like that guy, I thought that guy he fought when he was like outboxing. The guy was outboxing him actually. They tried to say he was running.
Karen?
That kid was outboxing him. He just had no power. He had no power. Imagine if he had the power that Villa had, and
he could hold his ground.
Right, he couldn't hold his ground. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the problem came in. Like I got a little bit of all of it, man. I can punch it, and I can box. You know what I mean? So I think that would be the deciding factor for me. Why I think I got a good shot.
You're more complete than these guys been fighting.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Okay. Well, hey, I'll campaign for Boots versus Tre'Sean Wiggins. Why not?
Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. I'm down because Broner's not gonna fight me. Obviously, Hutch ain't gonna fight. I mean, they was trying to get guy. I mean, I didn't ask for this guy that they got me. He was more or less of a.
Talking about Rodriguez, the Colombian guy.
Yeah, I didn't really ask for this kid, but Hutch pulled out. Then they were looking for that guy, Michael Williams, and then he pulled out.
Michael Williams Jr. Yeah, touch on that, man. You brought it up. Michael Williams Jr. You were supposed to fight Michael Williams Jr.
After when the Hutch initially pulled out, Michael Williams Jr. They pulled him in for the, and I was like, all right, cool. I said yeah immediately, you know, and then he was, I guess they ran it by his father or him, and then they gave him like a day, and he told like, nah, never mind, we ain't gonna do it.
Okay. So yeah, that would have been a good fight. I mean, Michael Williams Jr. He hasn't really fought many people outside of John Bowser.
Right.
We kind of saw that went. So.
And John, I beat Bowser in the amateurs, man.
Did you? Oh yeah, because you're both from New York. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. He wasn't. He's not good. I don't think.
Nah.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, Michael. I don't. He's aggressive, but he's only aggressive to guys that can't punch. I mean, that wasn't fighting back. Every guy that I seen him fight wasn't fighting him back, other than Bowser. You know, and that's why I'm like, that was a perfect fight for me. That's like me fighting this dude that's coming up.
Damn.
Yeah. But it looks good on paper because, you know what I mean, the record is good.
It's got a bit of a name.
These are the guys I need on the paper because the people that's outside the boxing world that's just like spectators, they don't understand how it works. So for them, they will see this guy 12-0, 10 knockouts. Oh man, this is it. And you know, like I know.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because again, like a lot of people could look at your record and say, well, he's got 5 losses and 3 draws. So Tre'Sean, I'm gonna give you the opportunity, right? Because I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna pull your resume up and I want to go through it with you, and you can tell people about each fight and the circumstances and your performances and all those type of things. All right. So we're on Boxrec. Can you see it? This is your Boxrec right here.
Yep.
Okay. So first notable fight you fought Jason Sosa. I know he's a smaller guy than you. Why were you guys fighting each other?
I listen, mind you, you see the pro debut, it lasted 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was no point. It was no point in me to not go back and train. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So somebody told Jason Sosa, he was signing to Russell Peltz at the time. Somebody told him that, we got this kid. He's not really good. He have a big amateur background or whatever. That he ain't been training much. Let's just take him. I filled in for somebody. So I got a extremely amount of money for a 4-rounder, actually. And I came down there and I smoked him in 1 round. So I caught him. I caught him 1-click shot, and he just never recovered, man. He got up. Tough as nails, he got up. But he just, like, never recovered, man.
Yeah, went on to become a world champion, so it's a good win.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He is no slouch. And then his only loss after that fight was Lomachenko. You know what I mean? So he went. So I beat him in his prime.
Yeah. Okay. And then your first pro loss was against a guy named Jaron Rodriguez. And I looked at his record. His record's like 7-15. But what happened with that fight?
Right. I mean, at the time, actually, believe it or not, man, he was a up and coming prospect.
Okay.
They had high hopes for him, man, and he was actually good. At that time, what it was, we got into he was fighting, and then a bunch of crazy stuff happened. We went in there. My first time getting dropped for the first time ever. I got clipped.
Okay.
And it was like a flash knockdown. I went down, and I'm just looking up at the ref. I'm like, so he's counting. So I get up. And the rest that walked to me, I swear it was like the longest walk of my life. I said, oh, this is real, man. This is about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking. I survived it. So he come swinging all crazy. Wow. Right before, like, it was like, I don't know, like 19 seconds before the round ended, I caught him with a flushing left hand. And he dived into the ropes. He went down like bad, got up. Walking in circles, stumbling all. He couldn't get up. So then the bell ended. We was in Bethlehem, like his area. The ref,
his hometown.
The ref walked him to the corner. You know, you have to make it to your corner on your own. So my coach jumped in the ring. No, don't save him. Flipping out. So then they started yelling at my coach. Threw my coach out of the arena. So then my second came in. So now, mind you, I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting in the corner. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm winning, I'm losing because now I done dropped him, but he done dropped me. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. So my coach like,
that fight sounds crazy.
My other coach like, just go ahead and go get him because they cheating us here. They're cheating us. I'm like, all right. So I took that as a sign of go ahead and just take his head off. So I went out there swinging for the fences. But, pressure bust pipes. I'm holding I'm swinging like I'm in a street fight now trying to get this guy out of there because I don't know what's going on. He survived. I survived his. And I was dead tired. So then he catch me, boom. And I go down. And then they waved it off. It was just like, it was bad, bro. It was bad. But, it was a learning experience, man. Hats off to him. I wish he would have became what we thought he was going to become, because now it look bad now, you know.
Yeah, because I was like 7-15, but he was 3-0-1 when you fought him, so that's the more important thing. It's not.
We both were trying to sign to Russell Peltz at the time, and that's when it happened. I think Russell Peltz did that because I did that to Jason Sosa.
Yeah, he tried to get you beat.
But you notice I went from one undefeated fighter to another one, right back to it.
Yeah, then you went to so any of these fights, I'm not familiar with these guys, so you can tell me about these guys like Marcus Hall, Jason Thompson, Kevin Womack. These guys.
Marcus Hall was Dwayne Hall's the one I fought before Jerome Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
they're brothers. And I knocked his brother out, and then so he ended up wanting to challenge me after I took a loss. So I knocked them both out in the second round, bro.
That's crazy. I didn't even put two and two. That's actually insane.
I look at them both in the second round. I knocked them both out in the second round.
Both out in the wow. So it's a family affair. Anyone can get the smoke from Tre'Sean.
Right.
What about Jason Thompson?
He was more of a veteran, man. He was a veteran. He was crafty. Which threw me off. I was going to try to knock him out, but you know,
it says you shut him out. You won every round, so
yeah. But I had to. That was my first time having to go the distance because he was crafty. He definitely had a lot of more experience than I thought. That was my first decision, actually.
Was it? Yeah. He was having a lot of fun. Your first 5 fights, it was mayhem.
Right.
What about Kevin Womack or Lias? I can't even say his name.
Oh, the Escobar.
Escobar,
yeah. He actually, that was like, he was Olympian, I think, or he actually went to he had a big amateur background, but I ended up stopping him in the first round too. I think that his last fight.
You retired him. You retired. Wow. And Marcus Hall, Marcus Hall, who you also knocked out. He barely beat him. So you retired.
Oh wait, Marcus Hall beat him.
Yeah,
Marcus Hall beat him. Oh wow! I see. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. But yeah, he has the amateur background. Like he had the Olympic tattoos and all that. He was the real deal in the amateurs, I guess.
Okay. But, Kevin Womack.
Oh, he was a replacement. I was supposed to. I don't know if you remember the old veteran Gato Figueroa.
Gato Figueroa. I can't.
He was like 25-5 back in the day, but he was like a veteran. Like he was supposed to be my step up fight, and then he ended up having a brain aneurysm or something wrong with the brain where he couldn't come fight, and so then they ended up putting Calvin Womack in it. He came, but he was like. He acted like he wasn't the replacement. He was like disrespectful, like talking bad to my family. He was doing too much. If you go on YouTube, that fight was on there. I knocked him out. Like I punished him bad, and I was talking junk the whole time while I did it too.
I'm gonna go watch that one when this is done. But
definitely.
You got okay. So then you get 2 back-to-back losses, 2 close fights. You lose to Benjamin Whitaker and then Michael Fox. So what about those?
The Benjamin Whitaker fight that was on Showtime. I actually went up to 147 for whatever reason. I let. You hear me? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I can now.
He said, I let Salida, and I was fighting. And when I went to 147 to fight him, but I had a fractured rib in training camp, a hairline fracture on my face, and we fight. But then you see the. Fights now, my first Showtime fight, I didn't want them to say, "Oh, now you don't want to." That wasn't the case. I really had the hairline fracture, but they're like, "Yeah, you can beat this guy." They offered me extra money. They did a whole lot of stuff that you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just taking it anyway. Being naive and stupid, not realizing the business aspect, and not realizing how much it would hurt my career. And I dropped him and everything. I dropped him. I forgot what round it was, but they gave him the decision.
Okay. And then you can turn back around and you fight Michael Fox. Now, what happened with the Michael Fox fight?
I mean, we could agree to disagree. I mean, I think I won it, but being that given the setting, if that fight was anywhere but his hometown or where he's at or his promotional card, they would have given me that fight. But it was a good fight, man, and I learned a lot about myself. And, you know, he he even said like he respect now that he fought all them top guys. He said, "Yo, man, I respect your boxing ability because, dude, I would outbox him in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like they didn't expect me to be. I won like the first 3 rounds, I believe, and then once his brother picked up on what I was doing, I was countering his counter, and then he changed up the game. So it was a close fight, man. It could have went either way. I learned a lot about me as a person, as a fighter, and me, we're good friends now.
You fought him when he was undefeated, 12-0.
Right. And I didn't know nothing. Actually, believe it or not, I had nothing about no nutritionist until I met him. They're the one that taught me about it, his family. And then once he did, he said, "Don't go asking for no rematch."
He's like, "I'm not gonna fight a healthy Tre'Sean Wiggins."
Right. I say, "Yo, how did you know I didn't know? How did you know I wasn't taking like supplements?" And he was like, "Because the day of the fight, fresh off." And
you're cutting in and out.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can now.
He said my whole career I knew nothing about nutrition and none of that, man. I'm just learning on the job, man. Every fight I go, every training camp I go now, I add more stuff, and now I think I got pretty much the full package.
Okay. How about these fights against? I mean, I'm not familiar with these names, but Liam Nelson, William Jackson, Justin Johnson, Luis Rodriguez. Anything that stands out about those fights?
Yeah, Liam Nelson was a prospect at one point in time. Believe it or not, they thought he was gonna beat me. I'll beat him bad. I thought I stopped him, but being that he was cutting around, it was from a headbutt or something like that. They said technical decision, but I was dropping him already. I was beating him badly. I outboxed him clearly the whole fight until they stopped it. Rodriguez was like a tune-up fight. That was literally my only first tune-up fight ever. and then then Justin Johnson. I did fight Justin Johnson right after that. So took 2 tune-up fights, and then we fought Hitchins.
Okay, and that was in Vegas. Now I watched his interview after the fight, and he said that when you dropped him, because you dropped him around 7, he said, "Oh, he didn't drop me," and he said that you were an easy fight. But what's your account? What's your recollection of that fight, you and Hitchins?
No, I wouldn't say easy fight, man. He was just capping because he gotta sell himself, because
of course
he came out the locker room like, "Yo, bro, I never," and this is on my right-handed guard. I never put me in nobody with like you in my early on in my career again. That was his exact words, verbatim.
Yeah.
But verbatim. But honestly, my little brother, I don't know if I explained, my little brother had passed away, was murdered like a week before. I was trying to get out of the fight, but Floyd wasn't having it, man. It was a hassle. So I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to do it anyway. My brother wanted me to do it, but no matter how much I prepared myself mentally to do it, my mind wasn't in it. But I still fought, and it was a good fight.
It's always tough when you just like suddenly lose a family member, and then all of a sudden you got to go fight. Like, I don't care how much you say go focus and train. It's hard.
Right. I couldn't, it was nothing I could do to get my mind off of it. So I fought. But now when I look back at the fight, he won fair and square. No doubt about it. He definitely won fair and square. But I'm just know I was a better fighter. I didn't even recognize that guy that was in the ring. When I see it, I don't recognize him. I'm like, I would definitely run it back with him, and it would never be the same fight. It would never be the same fight. I for sure
think you beat him, obviously.
For sure.
I'd love to see it happen. I doubt it will happen because he's with Eddie Hearn, and
it's the process.
At 140. Yeah, but it is what it is. But then you got a really good win here against Tsunami Samuel Teah. What about that fight?
I fought him after he came off his biggest win of his career on Showtime against Kenneth Sims.
The boss man.
Beat Kenneth Sims, and then I fought him and for the PA state title, and I fought him in Philadelphia actually.
That's crazy.
And then
how does that work? How does that work? Like, you're from New York and you're the Pennsylvania champion?
Because I live in Pennsylvania. I've been living in Pennsylvania for like 7 years now. That's why I see you. Don't know if you see my post. I said, how they let me run it down here? I'm not even from around here.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
But it was a good fight. I mean, I just outboxed him. He probably didn't expect me to have the skills that I have, and he didn't realize I was tall as I was until he met me in person, but it was too late. Boxrec says I'm something.
I think Boxrec says you're 5'11". Let me see.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm
You're
definitely. I don't
5'11",
know.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I towered them. I towered them guys, man. Believe it or not, I towered them guys. And then I went back after I won that title. I fought for the NBA title and put my PA title up like a unification of a low level against Pizarro back in Philly. Somebody said, "Yo, they're not gonna
That's
use
crazy.
that." Yeah, somebody said, "Yo, you got one win in Philly. Leave it be." I went back there to dare to be great, man. I went back there and tried to do it again. They gave me a draw, but we know what that means, right?
And yeah, exactly. And Pizarro's a good fighter. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of people may not know him because he hasn't fought on a lot of big promotions. But I've seen him fight a couple times, and I know I've seen him spar. Like I saw Pizarro when he was in camp with Teofimo Lopez 2 years ago. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he's definitely sharp, man. He's definitely sharp. When we tried to get the rematch not too long ago, and when Christy Martin asked me if I would fight him, and I'm like, yeah. So they called it that. Man, that was the quickest. She called us back like that was the quickest no we've ever heard.
They didn't give you a no; they gave you a hell no.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And then you moved on and you fought Myquan Williams, who was 15-0 at the time, and he's still undefeated to this day. What about that one?
Yeah, he lost. How about that? I beat him. I beat him fair and square. I had him hurt in like the third round, and then they stopped the fight. And so I'm thinking they about to give him a head count for whatever reason. Looking ring for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you hear the commentators saying like, oh, you hear the commentators like, yo, if I was Wiggins' coach, I would be up there causing havoc because this type of stuff was zap a fighter's momentum, and that's exactly what it did, man. It zapped my momentum, and then he started coming on in the middle of the rounds like a lot, and then I didn't start picking it back up until later on. So I still did enough to win. You should hear the crowd booing on his hometown. I mean, not his hometown, but his card. You know, his promotional card, and they gave it to him, man. They gave that a draw, but I say they gave it to him because I should have won that fight. Hitchins called me. Hitchins Berlanga walked up to me at the fights down there. And Hitchins on FaceTime, he was like, yo, you should beat him. You're going to beat him. You definitely going to beat him. Just keep boxing. You're going to beat him.
Yeah, that whole 4-fight stretch to me is crazy because you fought a Mayweather Promotions fighter in Vegas. You fought Samuel Teah in Philly, Brandon Pizzaro in Philly, and then Myquan Williams in Brooklyn. You were like a straight road warrior for 4 fights.
Right. Absolutely, man.
And then one of the most notable fights of your career, you fought Alberto Palmetta. You got stopped in the 6th round down there in Daytona. What about that fight?
I was winning that fight, man. I was winning. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you the other day. I don't want to cast no aspersions, but man, listen, you know his coach actually, you know Banana?
Jason Rosario?
Yeah, his coach is. They had the same coach, so obviously you know
You're
how.
Talking about Chiro Perez.
Right. Yeah. So he was in the corner of Palmetta, so you know how it worked. They told us to be there at a certain time because we was the main event. They were there a whole hour before. He was already wrapped up. My coach was like, "Yo, we gotta watch him wrapped up." He was.
Yeah.
Well, the commissioner like, we're gonna make him rewrap. We're like, what do you mean? It's a championship fight. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta watch them rap. So, long story short, mind you, but a week before that, they complained about me using the Reyes gloves like I always use. They don't want to use them. And then they said, no, they said, well, we can't tell him he can't use them as long as he bring a pair for you. So we said, I'm gonna bring a pair for him. If he don't use them, that's on him. So the commissioner, Christy like, all right, well, I'm gonna give you the other pair back after the fight because he's not gonna use them. I'm like, okay, after the fight. We get in the ring. My coach was like, yo, you see this? Since we didn't watch him wrap up, he was like, you see this? Look, now he wants to wear the Reyes gloves. If that's not suspect, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? Now he got the gloves on after she just told me they was going to give me the other pair back because he didn't want to wear them. But we didn't watch him wrap up. Now he wants to wear them. Moving forward, we get in the ring. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, so there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on.
Right, yeah. But I still stuck to it. I said, you know what? I'm still going to do what I got to do, take care of it. And I'm outboxing him, clearly. I was winning the first round, second round, third round, fourth round. And then I get to can you see the scorecard up here or not?
You can't. No, they don't have this one. Let me see. Maybe if I go to score. Let me see.
See if you can see the scorecards. Because if I'm not mistaken, they had me winning 5 rounds to 1.
Let me see. Well, here it says that he was winning by a point, but I don't know about these are fan scorecards.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Boxrec.
no, the actual scorecard, yo, they had me winning 5 rounds to 1, bro. 5, because I had to go see for peace of mind, man. I had to go see, and I was winning 5 rounds to 1, and they only round they had him winning was the round he dropped me in. That was the 6th round, and my coach, that's why I ended up firing the coach that I had initially, because I was like, yo, dude, you don't like. We had that Naeem Nelson fight. I cut him in the 5th round, right, and we went to technical decision because it was past the 4th round. So I ended up getting cut. The doc when I got up from the knockdown, I was cut in a bad spot, and the ref was like, "You want to continue?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I can't see." He said, "All right, let me say box again, and then I'm gonna let the doc come and check you." I knew the cut where it was on the eyelid, it was bad. He was gonna stop it. I would have won by technical decision because I was already up on the scorecard. But they didn't even. As soon as the ref said box, he threw the towel in because of something my cousin told him. Whatever the situation, it was a bunch of bull. Right. So I'm like, I said, you know what? Listen. I had to get rid of him because I was so unprofessional. I'm like, yo, we've been on the other foot. Why would you stop this fight, bro? This is how I feed my family. Yo, listen, I was winning that fight. But he threw the towel in, and that was it, man.
Yeah.
I would love to fight him again because I was winning. He just caught me with a shot.
I feel like that fight makes a lot of sense because I know you're 15th in the WBA, and he just won a fight on Pro Box against Jason Figueroa, right. And it was for a WBA title or whatever. So I know you told me you're gonna be at the WBA convention. I'm probably gonna be there myself. I'm sure he'll be there. So maybe when you see him, you could.
I'm definitely gonna press the issue.
yeah, that'd be a good fight. And then after that fight, you got with Don King. You fought Dominguez, and then you fought Cody Wilson.
I wasn't with Don when I fought Dominguez.
Okay, but I'm saying what Cody Wilson, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much know these fights like with the Fennell and Travis Castellón because I was there.
The Dominguez, I took off for like 2 years and a half, I think, before. So that was my first fight back in a year. Since I fell into depression with that Palmetta fight because I knew I'm like, yo, people in my position don't get that far in one lifetime, and now I just dropped the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of stressed it depressed me a lot, but I was able to bounce back, and then I got with Don, and it took off on him.
That's what it is. So look, Tre'Sean, you've actually kind of made history today, man. You're the first fighter I ever had go through their own resume.
Thanks, man.
But I mean, I even learned a little bit about your about you going through your resume. Like I didn't know you knocked out brothers. You knocked out entire families.
Right. Like he literally called me out because I beat his brother up, and he got that. He got just what his brother got.
That's like if that's like if Demetrius Andrade knocks out Benavidez and Jose want to fight him, and then
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight. I know you're excited about it. Andrade's a high level southpaw like yourself. How do you see the Andrade Benavidez fight?
Oh, man, that's a fight. I wouldn't. I'm not a better man, but if I were to bet, I would go with Benavidez.
Okay.
Benavidez tough, man. He's just tough, rugged. I don't know. I don't see nobody beating him.
Yeah. How do you neutralize a guy like that, Benavidez? Like,
Booba got the tools to do it. If because you got to use the jab and that you got to be awkward, man. You got to be awkward, and he got that awkward type of style. He just got to be able to keep up the relentless pressure. If he can keep up the relentless pressure, because Boo got to he's gonna keep coming too himself. So that's just a fight you got to just watch, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm eager to see how he gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see if Andrade's gonna sit down on his punches for like a longer period of time because we know he's dangerous early, but then he kind of cruises. But I don't think he can cruise against Benavidez.
He cannot put his car in cruise control at all.
Yeah, he can't do the Jason Quigley or anything like that.
I tell you what though, the best fight on that card, people don't know, is gonna be that Subriel and
Ooh, yes. That's the one right there. I'm glad you know.
Firework. Yes.
That's one of the most violent fights in boxing right there.
Right. People don't even know. Like they don't even know what they're about to get themselves into. That's gonna be a good fight. I got Subriel winning, but it's gonna be good, man.
That Ergashev. I just saw on Twitter because there's this one guy that I follow from Uzbekistan where Ergashev is from who like reports the news and whatnot. and he said that apparently Ergashev is saying that no matter what happens, whether he wins or he loses, he wants to make this his last fight in boxing.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, if he's thinking like that already, if Matias put any pressure on him and take him
break him.
He's gonna break him. So I mean, I'm still excited about the fight. I hope he still perform well. But
right. Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That kind of threw me off when I heard.
Right,
that.
Yeah. You just threw me off with it, man. Dang.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Tre'Sean, I don't want to hold you up much longer. But before I end the interview, is there anything like, because I know a lot of people still are familiarizing themselves with you and whatnot. Why should people care about Tre'Sean Wiggins? Like what separates you from all the other welterweights out there?
Because I don't duck no wreck, man, and I'm highly underrated, man. People don't realize how good I am until they actually see it, and until they see it. But then it'd be too late, man. I want everybody. I'm trying to get everybody to get on board now. The best of me have yet to even come.
No, absolutely. What's crazy is I've seen your name in the rankings for years, even before I seen you fight or met you. But I didn't even realize how good you were until I guess I started really digging. And then even now in this interview, as I'm talking to you, I'm like, man, I didn't know that. Like
a lot of people don't, man. But which is cool. I mean, I gotta just find my way to make myself more marketable, and I plan on it. But I just gotta keep getting these wins. And now I know smart wise. I can still be the smart businessman I need to be to make my career go successfully without ducking nobody. I just got to make them pay.
Absolutely. Hopefully, look. I think the fights, the fight against Crowley, Jamal James, Derek Cuevas, them three fights there. I think either one of them three will be good for you.
That Gabriel, I want that one.
Or Gabriel Maestre.
That's the one I really want, honestly, between me and you, but. Realistically, probably Crowley is the one that we probably have to end up with, or that Derek Cuevas. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check him out.
Check it out, and then get back to me.
Absolutely, we'll do, man.
Okay, Tre'Sean. Well, it was definitely a pleasure. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, always, man. Always. I told you that.
All right,
brother.
All right. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.